Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Today I want to talk about first aid kits and what you should have inside your first aid kit, and also want to mention the importance of having a first aid kit in your home as a private citizen. Now, there's a few types of first aid kits. I'm going to be talking today about the very basic first aid kit that a person would have either on them when they travel or in their home or in their place of work. The first type of first aid kit is, like I said, very basic, that you have very limited supplies, and there's not a lot of extra stuff inside. The next type would be the paramedics first aid kit, which is commonly referred to as the paramedics bag. It's the big red bag. Sometimes they have a cross on them. And the other type of first aid kit, it's called what we use in the military is called a combat lifesaver bag, CLS bag. Now, those two types of kit, the paramedics and the CLS bag, they have a lot more supplies and a lot more ability to treat different types of wounds. They go as far as even having, IV kits, splints, things of that nature. Today, we're not going to talk about those. Those are for specialized individuals and entities. Now, make sure you always check your first aid kit to make sure it has not expired. Like I checked mine the other day. Here it is right here, and it had expired back in April. So I need to do a better job of checking it out. Now, in this basic kit that I'm looking at right here, I'm going to mention some of the things that are necessary if you get this particular kit, or if you get any sort of kit. Make sure you have these things inside. First thing you want to have is cleaning wipes to clean wounds. You want to have some sort of ointment to treat burns and cuts as well. You want to have some sort of first aid burn cream. You want to have a good assortment of different types and sizes of bandages and band-aids. You want to make sure that you have butterfly wound closures. That's just to seal up a certain type of wound. You want to make sure you have fingertip fabric bandages. Those are just small bandages for finger cuts. You want to make sure that in your first aid kit that you always have a sort of a guide to tell you how to treat certain wounds. Now, you look inside this kit, and I've got pretty much everything I've discussed. I have a guide right here. I have some adhesive bandages, various different sizes. I didn't mention, but you also need to have gloves. These are more band-aids. I have some antiseptic cleaning wipes, which I mentioned. Have some first aid. This is antibiotic ointment, which I mentioned. I did not mention, but you should have some Q-tips. Now, I added this myself. This is just some antibiotic ointment, some more of it. This right here is very important, as you can see. More band-aids, different types and kinds. Burn cream, which I mentioned. And perhaps the most important thing would be this right here. This is a first aid guide. On this guide, it talks about how to treat bleeding, burns, chemical burns if someone's unconscious, eye injuries, choking, poison, bee stings, animal bites. So this right here, you make sure you have one of these in. Now, you can pick up one of these first aid kits from your local supermarket, Walmart, any stores of that nature. Generally, they run from anywhere from, I'd say, about $10. As you get into your higher end ones, they can be as much as hundreds of dollars. So if you guys have any questions about first aid kits, what needs to go inside of them, please let me know, and I'll be happy to answer you. I am a combat lifesaver, or CLS certified with the military, as well as, and I didn't mention this, guys, make sure that you get your American Red Cross first aid certificates are certified. Go and take the courses. As you can see, I have one for blood-borne pathogens, which is good for 1 year. I have my standard first aid, which is good for 3 years. And I have my CPR AED adult, which is good for 1 year. I may make a video at a later date telling you details about those Red Cross courses, costs, and etc. Guys, very important. Please get you a first aid kit for your home or for your office or where you work at, etc. Guys, take care. If you got any questions, let me know.